There's a 10 lawsuit looming for the first time since a tree fell on a teenager in Jackson Square. The attorney representing the family is speaking to WDSU.
And WDSU investigative reporter Cassie Sherm tells us the investigation is ongoing as the then 16-year-old is still in the hospital holding on with a traumatic brain injury.
Well, the teen who was sitting right here when that tree collapsed is still in critical condition, and we're being told he turned 17 since that incident. Now, we spoke with Morris Bart, who tells us this was a completely preventable accident that happened, and this is on the city. A week after the tragic Jackson Square tree collapse, the corridor is back to normal. But with new additions, signs that read, "Pardon our progress."
It's a family that came to visit New Orleans. They're tourists from the San Antonio area. It was their first day in the city. It's a very hot day. It's during our heat wave. They sit down on this bench in Jackson Square for just a minute in the shade, and that's when the accident happens.
Morris Bart, who's representing the family, says this accident could have been avoided as WDSU uncovered a large portion of that tree had fallen 10 days before.
This is new video from that day, June 27th. You can see someone walks by. Moments later, the massive limb comes crashing down.
When you look at the limb that fell off and the hole left in the tree, there's obvious signs of decay and rot in that tree. Despite that, nothing is done. I feel that is negligence. I feel it is unconscionable for the city not to have at least roped off the area or to put yellow caution tape. They left it as is. They left the bench.
In this week's mayor briefing, we were told the city had no warning signs of the tree collapsing.
With this, we're making sure that Park and Parkways just takes their inspections, as they always do, very seriously. But there's always room, right, to go deeper, to go the extra mile, because what we've learned is just that you never know. And even as the tree was inspected prior to this incident, it was inspected giving us no indication of an imminent danger of collapsing.
Bart says after looking at the pictures and video from the first limb breaking off, his experts say a thorough inspection would show the rest of the tree would eventually fall down.
And my experts or arborists tell us it's analogous to basically this. I'm not going to stand up, but imagine I'm standing up and I'm holding my arms out with two 40-pound weights on each one. I drop the 40-pound weight out of this hand, but I still hold the 40-pound weight in the other hand. It's only a matter of time before I'm going to topple over because I'm terribly unbalanced. That's the way the tree was.
A lawsuit will be filed next week from Bart's office. He's able to represent the family because as a volunteer assistant district attorney, he represents the state of Louisiana.
I have some pictures for you here that would help explain it. We have a drone picture taken in the past year before this accident happened of Jackson Square. When you look at this picture, it clearly shows, if you look at the tree on the left, you can see it's in distress, that unlike the other trees in Jackson Square, all of the branches of this tree are dying, and that's a year before the accident occurred. We have more than enough evidence we have to prove up our case. I mean, I could try the case next month if I had to.
And say that you were to try the case and you guys decide on a settlement. Obviously, there's a long list.
There is, and I know where you're going with that, so let's discuss that for a minute. It's a sad truth that's widely known in the legal profession that New Orleans does not pay judgments against it. There's a law in our state constitution that protects any municipality from seizure of any of their assets. So the city uses that not to pay judgments. The current approach right now is when you get a judgment against the city, they wait 15 years, and then they come to you and give you a choice. You can either accept 50% of the judgment and they'll pay you right then, or they'll pay you 10% of the judgment and put you at the back of the line again.
That oak tree is no longer there, but the accident, Bart says, cannot be forgotten.
Of a wish, and that would be as a result of this horrific accident and the lawsuit we're going to file, that it would raise attention to the need for the city to protect our beautiful, majestic live oak trees so that everybody can feel safe, enjoy the beauty.
Now, after the accident, the city said they had an arborist come through and check out all the trees here in Jackson Square and would put signs down if they find any problems. Reporting here in Jackson Square, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU Investigates.
All right, Cassie, thank you so much. You can see the full video, WDSU, of the tree collapse in Jackson Square on our website or on our free mobile app. We will update you as soon as the lawsuit is filed in court.